Hey guys, I just finished reading Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. This was a pretty easy read. It's about 120 pages long and it took me maybe 3 days to read this, and I'll tell you now, it is my most favorite book that I've ever read. I think I really enjoyed it because it was such a simple story but such a hard-hitting story. It reminded me of a book like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, where he writes this story that a child would understand, but a story that is so deep, it's so meaningful. Just like The Alchemist, this story is about someone going through a self-discovery, and on that journey he goes through so many realizations. So this book starts with a man, Siddhartha. He leaves his father with his best friends and he goes to live with the Samanas for some time. I won't spoil it, but he goes to spend time with the Samanas, and after a few years of devoting his life and his time to the Samanas, he begins to question, why is it that I can spend all my time devoting my life and my time to the Samanas, but I may not find the Nirvana? Why is it that, people who are 60 years old, who have devoted 30 years to these teachings, why isn't that they haven't found Nirvana yet? So why haven't they found their Zion? And then so he goes through these certain realizations. And he hears through the grapevine that the Buddha or the Gautama is here near the village. And so he basically goes there to see the Buddha. And even seeing the Buddha and conversing with the Buddha, Siddhartha goes through his own realization. And he then realizes, well, I shouldn't be devoting my time to this or this, but instead I want to go and find my wisdom from within. My own journey is to find the wisdom from within, find the teachings that are already inside of me, and that is exactly what he did. So he lives his life as a Brahmin son, a samana, a lover, a father, and then towards the end, he just experiences these crazy things. And yeah, it was a really, really good read. There was a few parts that I really liked. There was a part when he's looking in the river and he sees his own reflection and the river's just laughing at him, and through the river he understands so much of why he endured certain things in his life. But yeah, it was just a quick book review, but this was a really good book. So I actually have this from the library, but it's one of those books that are so good that I am just going to buy my own copy. And I do want to read more of the Hermann Hesse books. There are a few that seem quite interesting to me. It was the Glass Bead Game, and I'm pretty sure it was Steppenwolf that I wanted to have a look at. But yeah, I found this book really good. I really enjoyed it. I'll read out the blurb for you, so maybe you can get a better idea. Hermann Hesse's Siddhartha is perhaps the most important and compelling moral allegory our troubled century has produced, integrating Eastern and Western spiritual traditions with psychoanalysis and philosophy. This strangely simple tale, written with a deep and moving empathy for humanity, has touched the lives of millions since its original publication in 1922. Set in India, Siddhartha is a story of a young Brahman's search for ultimate reality after meeting with the Buddha. His quest takes him from a life of descendance to asceticism, from the illusory joys of sensual love with a beautiful courtesan, and of wealth and fame to the painful struggles with his son and the ultimate wisdom of reincarnation and renunciation. One of the other things I liked about this book is it's a book that everyone can relate to, because we are all on our own journeys and we're all coming to these realizations alone, and we're experiencing all of these things alone. Even when we are with people, we're experiencing all of these things alone, because it's like we're experiencing all these things in our head and we're relating to everything that happens in our life to our own experiences subconsciously. At least that's what I believe. And so yeah, I feel like this is a book everyone can relate to.